Hey guys, what's going on? So I was doing a coolant flush on my car, and there will be a link in the description to that as well if you guys want to see how a vacuum filler works, or even if you want to actually see how your O3 or O4 Cobra, this actually should apply to your O3 O4 Mach 1s as well, how to burp this system with the way it's designed with the crossover and all that stuff. I ended up towards the end burping it the old school way because it wasn't holding vacuum. That got me a little worried. So I decided to go to the old school way of filling and burping it, and then I rented this pressure tester to make sure it holds pressure. So the vehicle's cooling system on day-to-day operations is made to be under pressure, not under vacuum, right? So even though it's not holding vacuum, if it holds pressure, I'm not very concerned about the fact that it wasn't holding vacuum. I'm more concerned about the fact that it can stay under pressure for at least 5 minutes. So that's why I rented this kit, and I'm testing it now. So here's the kit. I rented it from AutoZone. If you have one local, they loan tools for free. You just put a deposit on it. There's a bunch of different caps to work for your radiator cap or for your reservoir cap if your system is set up like mine. If you have a supercharged vehicle, you can also check to make sure that your intercooler system is holding pressure. I tested that as well. So here's how this works. It's real simple. The 26 cap is the one that works for me. You screw it on. There's a quick connect. You pop it on. This is a release for when you're all done. You grab this pump and you pump it up to the pressure that is listed on your cap. Every vehicle is different. So if you look at my intercooler, it's only 10 psi. Right here, this is for my engine cooling system, 16 psi. So I pumped this up to 16 psi, as you can see, and I did that about 2 minutes ago at 4:35 p.m. It's now 4:37, and it's still holding pressure. So in about 3 to 4 more minutes, I'll check back just to show you guys that it's still holding pressure. And as long as it holds pressure for at least 5 minutes, I'm good. I don't know why it's not holding vacuum. To be perfectly honest, the fact that it's holding pressure, I'm good with that. I'm just going to continue filling and burping it the regular way. If you guys want to see that whole process of me flushing the coolant, filling it with fresh coolant, to see how dirty the coolant was in the beginning, how it went, just how that process goes with these vehicles, feel free to check it out. But this video is just to show you guys how a pressure tester works for the cooling system. Real cool tool, real simple. And again, if you have an AutoZone local, these are free tools. So give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. I'll show you guys after 5 to 6 minutes of sitting how it's doing. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 minutes. I did this earlier as well, and it held for well over 10 minutes. I just wanted to do it again to make this video and show you guys how this machine works, or how this little kit works, right? Real simple tool, but it does an amazing job at letting you know that you're all good for the most part. So as you can see, if I can get focused, it's still holding at 16 psi. Now, if you had a leak, you would notice things, right? Like if your reservoir was cracked, you'd notice liquid coming out of there. If any of your hoses were loose, you'd notice liquid coming out. You might even hear a sound. You want to go underneath the vehicle, look for all that stuff. That's if it's not holding pressure. If you don't find any leaks and it's not holding pressure, there's a huge chance, and I hope that this isn't the case for any of you guys, but there's a huge chance that you have a leak in the block. An easy way to check for those kind of things, I mean, this kit's amazing and it's free to rent at a lot of places. I mean, I know it is at AutoZone for sure. The amazing thing about this kit is it lets you know before you really start getting into other things. It just lets you know if the system's holding pressure, then it's all good. But another way to check if coolant's getting into your, if coolant is leaking somewhere and if it's not anything external, another option is it could be leaking into your oil. So you can drain your oil pan, see if it's got any like foamy looking stuff in there, anything soapy looking. You can actually just check on your dipstick, run the car for a little bit. As the oil cycles through the oil valleys, it will make its way over to the pan, and it'll show on the dipstick. Your level will even be higher, your oil level. So those are all ways to check. White smoke coming out of the exhaust, but again, those are extreme cases, and I hope that's not the case for anyone, and we don't want to jump to those conclusions. If there's a small leak anywhere in the system, this kit will show you that, and it'll show you by not holding pressure. So as you guys can see, earlier I did this well over 10 minutes. Right now we're going well over 5 minutes, and it's holding pressure. So yeah guys, I have another video of me doing the coolant flush. Check that out. You'll kind of understand why I went to this extreme to check this out. But yeah, so everything's all good. This is it. If there's any questions about using this kit or anything else related to these vehicles in particular with the cooling system, I've been doing a bunch of research these last few days, so feel free to comment, ask any questions, just leave any comments if you have any suggestions. Make sure to like this video. Peace out, guys.